Welcome to the deep dive. We take your insights, your sources, and really try to pull out the most important nuggets of knowledge.
That's the goal.
Today, we're diving into a pretty fascinating audio case study. It's quite a personal journey, actually. We'll be exploring some really profound questions about life, karma, the afterlife, all through the experiences of one family.
And their connection to the Dhammakaya tradition specifically.
Exactly. Their faith seems unwavering. Okay, so let's unpack this.
Right. So we start with this family, deeply committed to the Dhammakaya tradition. They've been involved since 1994.
A long time.
Yeah. Husband, wife, 3 kids, all apparently united in their faith. They went to the temple every Sunday, consistently, and importantly, never objected to merit-making activities.
And the husband, he sounds like quite a figure. Described as kind, charitable.
Very much so. His journey apparently started through a friend, a spiritual friend, and he built up this, well, immense faith in Longpur, the teacher, and the whole community.
And he was known for making these continuous full-effort big merits. That phrase really stands out.
It does. It signifies a very high level of dedication and generosity.
And his actions in 1994 alone, I mean, it's quite a list.
It really is. Let's see. Participated in casting a gold statue of Luang Pu Sod.
Okay, a revered master.
Right. He also built 6 Dhammakaya Buddha images on the temple dome.
6 on the dome. Then, this number is incredible. He constructed over 1,000 personal Dhammakaya Buddha images.
Over 1,000 for himself, his family.
Yeah.
And he didn't stop there. He encouraged relatives, friends to do it too.
Wow. And there's more.
Oh, yes. He contributed to building a room in the monks' residence, served as a vice chairman for numerous major ceremonies.
So very involved leadership-wise, too.
Exactly. And even practical things like donating truckloads of soy milk for people attending big events or for Dharma trainees. Just constant giving.
That's an incredible level of commitment. But this deep faith, it was tested, wasn't it?
It was, severely. In 1998, that's 2541 in the Buddhist era calendar, the husband started experiencing stress, headaches, and it culminated quite dramatically on March 11th. He collapsed.
What happened?
A cerebral hemorrhage. And apparently, there was significant bleeding from his nose as well. Very serious.
Oh, wow. So what was the outcome? I mean, a cerebral hemorrhage.
Well, he had surgery on March 13th. And what followed was described by many as, frankly, miraculous.
Miraculous? How?
After just over a month in the hospital, he actually returned home. He could walk, he could speak.
That's amazing.
It is. Though his brain function, his cognition, it only recovered to about 80% of what it was before.
Still surviving that at all.
Exactly. Many were apparently quite surprised he pulled through.
But I imagine the illness had other consequences. Financial, maybe?
Absolutely. It brought significant financial hardship, debt piled up for the family, a really difficult time.
Yet, despite all that, the wife's devotion
remained completely unwavering. It's quite remarkable.
So she kept going with the merit making.
Yes. She continued everything, even brought her husband to the temple, despite him not being fully, cognitively aware.
Even with him at 80%?
Even then. She stayed loyal to the community, regardless of any external issues or pressures, just steadfast. Resolved, they say, never to abandon merit-making.
That's real dedication. Did their contributions change, though, with the financial strain?
Understandably, yes. Their financial giving decreased between 2001 and 2008, roughly. So 2544 to 2551 BE.
Makes sense.
But her desire to make full merit, that internal commitment, remained just as strong as ever.
And she found ways to keep her spirits up.
She did. She found immense strength, apparently, by attending the kindergarten of dreams and knowledge.
That's the daily spiritual program, right? Teachings, meditation.
Exactly. And she also installed a Dhammakaya satellite dish at home so she could watch daily.
Okay.
And this wasn't just, a passive thing. It actively boosted her morale. She felt incredibly fortunate, the source says, just to access those teachings every day.
And she shared this.
Oh, definitely. Her commitment extended outwards. She encouraged relatives to get the satellite dishes, too, and always brought her husband along.
Even with his reduced cognition.
Yes. To ensure he shared in every single merit they made together.
And did that help him?
Apparently so. The case study notes that as a result, his condition actually showed daily improvement, which you can imagine brought her immense joy.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Okay, so he's improving, she's steadfast. But his life eventually concluded.
Yes, it did. On February 16th, 2005, that's 2548 BE.
What happened that day?
Well, that morning, he and his wife had actually offered robes to the monks at the temple, a very meritorious act. Later that day, though, he started appearing unwell. They initially thought maybe it was just the heat.
Right, makes sense.
They even tried cooling him down at a shopping mall, but it didn't help. His condition got worse.
Oh, no.
After they returned home, he vomited, felt very weak, lost consciousness, and then passed away peacefully around 10 p.m. that night.
Did they know what caused it?
A sudden heart attack, apparently. He was 53.
53. And you mentioned this deep dive is happening sort of in real time with the family's experience.
Yes, remarkably, it's happening on the very day of his cremation, which really underscores the family's, well, their deep need for answers, their desire for understanding.
Understandable. So this brings us to the core questions the family had. Profound questions.
Indeed. They wanted to understand things using the insights from what's called the dream and knowledge vision.
Right. Can you explain that briefly? What is the dream and knowledge vision in this context?
It's understood within the Dhammakaya tradition as a profound state of spiritual insight. It's believed to reveal karmic connections, past lives, the nature of rebirth, and sort of the underlying truths behind events.
Okay. So it's a way of seeking deeper answers. What were their specific questions? Let's start with the immediate ones about his passing.
Right. They wanted to know, was he conscious when he died? Did he attend his own funeral, maybe observe it somehow? Did he have any message for his family? And crucially, where is he now? What's his current realm of existence?
Okay. Big questions. What did the vision reveal?
Well, this is where it gets really fascinating. The answers connect his actions, his karma, and his rebirth directly.
How so?
Regarding his passing. Yes, the vision indicated he was conscious, he remembered his merits, his good deeds, and the Dharma teachings just before he died.
So he was aware.
Aware of his merits, yes. But interestingly, he didn't actually realize death was imminent. He just thought he was falling asleep.
Oh, okay.
After passing, the description is vivid. He felt like he was sleeping, then heard a call, and sort of floated out of his body.
Wow.
Attendants then greeted him. He ascended onto this incredible jewel-decorated golden celestial chariot. His body transformed into a celestial form, and it was only then that he fully grasped, oh, I've died.
So the realization came after the transition.
Exactly. And his accumulated merits, all those good deeds we talked about, created this powerful channel. It allowed him to sort of self-instruct, to align himself with spiritual principles automatically.
Impressive. What happened next?
The attendants took him to circumambulate the Mahadhammakaya Satya, that's the large, significant stupa, the memorial.
Right.
And during that circumambulation, he recalled all his merits, but with a clarity far, far beyond what he had in his earthly life. Just complete recall.
And his destination.
Immediately, he went to Disit Heaven, Special Merit Circle Provision Zone.
Okay, what does that mean exactly?
It's described as a specific, very high, very fortunate celestial realm within Buddhist cosmology. It's a place earned through vast amounts of merit. Not just any heaven, but a special zone within it for those with exceptional merit.
So a very positive outcome based on his actions. Did he attend the funeral then?
No.
Or what about that sparrow people saw?
No. The vision was quite clear on this. He didn't attend his funeral. And the sparrow, that was dismissed. The vision stated that Dharma people are not that pathetic, meaning spiritually advanced beings in celestial realms don't typically manifest as animals or linger around funerals in that way.
Okay, so the sparrow was just...
A coincidence, described as scientific speculation, basically unrelated to his passing.
Got it. And his message? Did he have one for the family?
He did. And it was filled with joy, actually. The message was, don't worry, be happy, don't be sad. I'm very excited and joyful about the beautiful and magnificent celestial mansion.
Beautiful and magnificent.
Yes, the vision emphasized, he repeated, beautiful and magnificent twice, really stressing his happiness and the splendor of his new existence.
That must have been incredibly comforting for the family.
Immensely, I imagine. It reinforces that core belief your actions matter, they shape your afterlife, and great spiritual effort yields great results.
It's a powerful narrative.
Yeah.
But it doesn't erase the fact that he had a relatively short life. 53 is young. Did the vision address the karmic reasons for that?
Yes, it did. Moving to that question, the vision pointed to past karma from specific negative actions.
What kind of actions?
3 main types were mentioned. Panatipata, which is killing or harming living beings. Sura, which is consuming intoxicants like alcohol. And Kame, which refers to sexual misconduct or promiscuity.
So actions from a past life.
Correct. Apparently, in a previous existence, he had what was described as a gangster personality.
A gangster?
Yes, often got into fights, especially when drunk, and the vision specified one particular incident where he fatally harmed someone during one of these altercations. That specific act was identified as the direct karma leading to his short lifespan in this current life.
Wow. So specific karma for a specific outcome, even lifetimes later.
That's the understanding presented here. It highlights this idea of precise, far-reaching consequences.
Okay, so that explains the shortness of life. But given that past and the sudden illness in 1998, what saved him then? Why did he get those extra 7 years?
Well, that comes back to the merits. His accumulated good deeds, both from past lives, association with the community, and all those extensive contributions he made in his current life, the statue, the 1,000 images, the donations.
Well, that effort we discussed earlier.
Exactly. That collective merit acted as this incredibly powerful protective force. It literally intervened, saved his life from the hemorrhage in 98, and effectively extended it by those 7 years.
So merit can counteract or delay negative karma.
That's certainly the implication here. It shows the profound protective and sort of ameliorative power of consistent positive actions, merit building up like a shield or a reserve of positive energy.
And speaking of those merits, particularly the 1,000+ Buddha images he made and inspired others to make, what's the significance of that specific act? How does it impact things?
That particular merit-making Buddha images, especially in such large numbers, and motivating others, is considered extremely potent. The vision indicated it will significantly diminish the effects of his past negative karma, like the gangster actions.
Diminish how?
By essentially overwhelming the negative karmic results with powerful positive ones. Furthermore, this specific merit ensures he'll continue to connect with and make merit with the community in his future lives.
So it creates a positive loop.
Precisely. And in those future lives, he's destined to enjoy great wealth, strong health, a long lifespan, excellent knowledge and abilities, profound wisdom, and he'll attract supportive companions and followers. It's seen as creating a foundation for future success and spiritual progress.
That's quite a return on investment, spiritually speaking. Now, what about the debt? He passed away with significant medical debt unpaid. Does that create negative karma?
That's a really practical, important question the family had.
Yeah.
According to the vision, dying with that debt without any intention to deliberately avoid repayment does not create negative karma for him.
Intention is key then.
Intention is crucial in karmic law, yes. And because his merits in this life were so vast, the vision guarantees he'll possess abundant wealth in future lives. More than enough to metaphorically cover any remaining debts from this life, with plenty left over for making even more merit.
So the merit outweighs the debt situation karmically. What about the wife in this life? Does she have to struggle with it?
For the wife, the guidance was to cultivate a clear, calm mind, because substantial wealth is actually destined to flow to her in this current life.
Really? Yeah.
The vision didn't specify the exact mechanism, just that resources would come her way, enabling her to pay off all the debts and still have ample funds for her own continued merit-making.
That's quite a promise. It suggests karmic benefits can manifest in tangible, worldly ways, too.
It does. It bridges the spiritual and the material. It suggests that if the spiritual foundation is strong, solutions to worldly problems can arise, sometimes unexpectedly.
That must be incredibly reassuring. What about the children's future? Was anything mentioned?
Yes, briefly. The vision stated that the 3 children will receive scholarships,
Oh, wonderful.
ensuring their education can continue without being hampered by the family's financial situation. Another practical manifestation of merit, perhaps.
It seems so. And the wife's later life. She's been through so much. Will it get easier for her? Will she find comfort?
The vision addressed this directly. Her later life will apparently not be as difficult as she might fear.
That's good to hear.
But there's a condition, provided she remains steadfast in her merit-making. If she continues her practice.
Then things will smooth out.
Yes. Her merits will pave the way for a smoother life and continued success in her spiritual pursuits. The vision used a lovely analogy.
What was that?
It said, darkness doesn't last forever. Her bright day will come, because she possesses what was called a diamond heart.
A diamond heart.
Meaning resilient, strong, unbreakable in the face of obstacles. It really emphasizes the power of her own continued effort and inner strength in shaping her future.
She certainly sounds like she has needed that resilience, facing so many obstacles. Did the vision explain the karmic roots of her challenges, both the worldly ones and the difficulties on her spiritual path?
Yes, it traced them back to a past life. intertwined with her husband's.
How so?
In that past life where he was the gangster, she was also his wife. And apparently she used to prepare snacks for him while he was consuming alcohol with his associates.
Just preparing snacks?
It sounds minor, but that act connected their destinies, their karma, and it led directly to her needing to care for him in his cognitively impaired state in this current life. It was a karmic link forged through association and support.
Wow. And were there other actions?
Yes. Furthermore, she incurred karma simply by approving and cheering his actions back then.
Approving of his gangster activities?
Yes. Even if it was done out of affection or loyalty to him as her husband. Approving of the violence he engaged in as a debt collector, for instance.
So even just mental approval carries karmic weight?
According to this vision, yes. That karma of approval was the specific reason why her path of merit-making in this life was described as not smooth. She faced obstacles.
Even though she made immense merit eventually.
Exactly. Despite the difficulties, she still accumulated a huge amount of merit, but the path itself was bumpy because of that past karmic residue of approval. It really highlights how subtle actions, intentions, and even just mental states can ripple outwards.
That's a really nuanced point. Okay, one final question the family had. How did the whole family, husband, wife, the 3 kids, build such strong merit together with the community to become so steadfast in their faith in this life?
That goes back even further. To a previous eon, a vast time period called Puttentorn in Buddhist cosmology.
Okay, so way back.
Way back. In that particular eon, this same family unit was incredibly wealthy, and they made merit together fully and smoothly, far more easily than in this current life.
So they had a strong foundation from a previous cosmic cycle.
Exactly, a deep-seated positive connection to merit-making and the community. The obstacles in this life arose specifically because the husband, early on in this life, associated with bad people, those banksters again.
So his choices in this life reactivated old karma.
Precisely.
Yeah.
That association allowed his old gangster karma from that even earlier eon to resurface and manifest, creating the difficulties they faced in this lifetime. This happened even though he later found the community and became fully committed to merit-making.
So it's like a dormant seed that got watered by his associations in this life.
That's a good way to put it. It underscores how vital consistent vigilance and conscious choices are, both in our spiritual practice and our worldly associations. Past karma can lie dormant, but present actions can create the conditions for it to sprout.
So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, the listener? I mean, it's this deep dive. It really illustrates a specific, detailed understanding of karma, doesn't it? Its reach across lifetimes.
Absolutely. And the transformative power attributed to continuous merit-making within this particular tradition. Plus, the kind of deep spiritual support people find within a devoted community, even when life throws immense challenges their way.
It does raise an interesting question, though. You see someone deeply committed, making huge merits, yet past negative karma still manifests.
Right. It highlights this complex interplay. How does deep spiritual practice interact with past negative karma? Especially if present choices, like who you associate with, inadvertently create conditions for that old karma to, well, reactivate. It's not always straightforward.
No, it really isn't. And it makes you think. Consider how seemingly small things, like the wife's approval of her husband's past actions out of affection, how that rippled across lifetimes to shape her own path.
Exactly. What does that suggest to you about the interconnectedness of all our actions, even our thoughts and intentions? And maybe how might reflecting on that influence the choices you make moving forward?